As the representative for Class 1A, it was my duty to search for my peers. But when I met up with Ayama, we found ourselves surrounded by other examinees. Then for some reason, Ayama fired his laser beam toward the sky. As the head of our class, it's my responsibility to lead the others. I want to serve UA and all of its students to the best of my abilities. That's what my brother would do. It's through my actions that I'll realize my ultimate dream. But seriously, Ayama, what are you doing?
I'm standing out. If you try to protect me, you'll fail the test. I've already got 2 of my triggers hit, and they'll be swarming me soon. You'll have a much better chance without me. With your speed, you should be able to hit their targets.
Where is this even coming from?
Papa, Mama, why am I so different from everybody else?
My ultimate dream has always been to be an equal to the amazing people at our school.
Ayama's laser! That's where everyone's headed! Please continue to swarm that area!
Ah, that's it. You're rounding up all of our opponents. Now, Black Abyss! Covert Black Ops Arms!
He bought us some time. Go, 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 you guys! Get some out of them while they're distracted!
Everyone! Ayama! I don't know who you want to be equal with because I don't know what you're measuring yourself against. But this was your doing. Thank you!
Well, I guess this means my twinkling won't have to stop after all.
Only 7 spots left. Make that 5. The pressure's on now. In the final minutes, UA came together and pulled off some absolutely insane combos out there. And that's it. Every spot is now filled. 100 students will advance. The end is finally here. Woohoo!
We spotted your belly button laser, and that's how we were able to meet up with everybody. Thanks.
And with that, the first part of the exam ended. Somehow, everyone in Class 1A passed. But we weren't done yet. The second exam would begin soon. What would it entail?
In the break after the first test, while we tried to prepare for whatever was in store for us next, the loud guy from Shiketsu started glaring at me. Hey, you. Did I offend you somehow?
Oh no. I'm sorry, did I hurt your feelings? Boo-hoo, Endeavor's son.
Huh?
I can't help but hate you and your dad. You've changed a little bit since the first time our paths crossed. But that doesn't matter. You still have your father's eyes.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
My father's eyes? Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Just getting started!
Maximum output! Max output!
Burn! I'm burning!
Back off. Stand back.
This is one hot flame!
Don't move or must be like the cold. Fiercely. Overwhelmed.
It's so
Back off.
cold!
Burn! Here's an iceberg. Stand back.
This is one hot flame! Definitely lost here.
Win!
I can't stop. I won't stop.
Yolarashi, calm down. Todoroki, I'm sorry for his rudeness. Let's try to work together in the second trial.
Now we will begin the next and final exam. For this portion, you'll be rescuing injured persons in a hazard zone. We'll be scoring you on a point system. If you have more points than the benchmark at the time the exercise comes to an end, then you pass the exam. Now, how about a story? Unknown villains have performed a large-scale terrorist attack spanning all of insert city name here. Your task is to save as many people as you can and help the injured. Now, begin!
With that, the final test for the provisional licensing exam was underway. I had to do my best and pass, no matter what it took.
If I was going to get my provisional hero license, I had to overcome a villain attack and rescue victims. I decided to leave the injured to other people and deal with the bad guys. But then I ran into him.
Tell me, you sad excuses for heroes. Will you help my victims or fight?
He dodged my ice easily, but how about my fire?
I'm gonna blow you away! Why'd you use your flames? The heat makes the air rise up! You blocked me so you get all the glory, didn't you? Hatred's in your blood! You really are Endeavor's son! You're exactly like him!
What? I didn't do that on purpose. What the hell has been up with you this whole time? My old man's got nothing to do with this
This is completely outrageous. I can't believe you're arguing at a time like this.
Final round! Ready? Clash! To me, heroes should be full of passion. They bring hope and inspiration to people with the fire burning in their hearts. They care! But all I see in you and your father's eyes is cold-blooded rage. Nothing but hatred and cruelty!
You think we're the same? Don't be ridiculous. I'm nothing like him. I have no feelings about my old man anymore. No. There is still some hate inside me.
Straggler. Coward gets you.
Let's get you now! To progress, let's go all out!
Let me go!
Raging storm!
Spineless.
Catch a new height!
Excrement!
How about some tailwind?
Made a good effort.
Win! All right! This is the highest honor!
You reap what you sow.
Crap! This anger in my heart. I've become the exact thing that I've always hated!
Damn it. I can't believe it. Our quirks aren't compatible, and we have zero teamwork. There's no way we can beat a top hero when we're at odds like this. Hopefully he understands too, and feels the same way I do. Lift up my fire from below. That's it.
Then my whirlwind!
Create an inferno.
This won't make up for their foolishness earlier. They realized their mistakes. This is an attempt to make up for them. How persistent.
A quirk that uses wind. Why didn't I remember such an obnoxious guy sooner? We have met before. I guess I wasn't paying attention back then. I only wanted to reject my father. To forget him. And my past, my bloodline, or forget them. But I can't just ignore them.
That's right. The events that comprise our histories don't just disappear. So, what now?
I have nothing.
Then it's over.
No! Get away from those two!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Gotta make the most of my effort. Let's turn it up!
Discipline!
Here I come! Right! Come on! I'm gonna finish this! Just getting started! I'm gonna beat you down, sir! No time to shoot! This is exciting! I'm working.
Don't turn a blind eye! No freedom for you! I did my best. You made it. Can you handle me? Reversal!
I'm gonna kick your butt!
Cowardly! Don't get caught off guard!
I'm gonna beat you down! Here I come!
Airhead! Don't get caught off guard! Made a good effort.
Win!
Yeah, so here's the thing. At this time, all of the injured citizens have been rescued from the disaster zone. It may seem anticlimactic, but with this, the provisional licensing exam has officially been completed! We're done here!
It's over?
This restraining gear really made it tough to move around. Glad that's done. I have to admit, that Tower of Flame was an inspired attack. And with Midoriya's surprise counter once I had been weakened, I might have had a hard time if the test went on, even lost.
Those who passed the second round were announced soon. The judges seemed to score us on the pivotal decisions made in the emergency situation. From UA, only Todoroki and Kacchan ended up failing the exam.
Todoroki! I'm sorry, it's my fault that you didn't pass the licensing exam and won't get your license! My focus was too narrow-minded, too selfish!
You're fine. I got us off to a bad start. Besides, I was able to realize something about myself thanks to your bluntness.
The provisional licensing exam was finally over, and I passed! And Deku, well, he looked like he was on top of the world.
So many people have helped me to get to this point, and some of them went through a lot of trouble to do so. It's like this is proof I've matured, that I've gotten stronger, and it makes me so happy. I need to show this to my mom and All Might as soon as possible. Kacchan, you said you had something to tell me, but where are we going? Wait a minute! Night was falling by the time we got back from the provisional hero licensing exam. That's when Kacchan cornered me and said he wanted to talk.
You've always made me sick, Deku. You were useless. No power at all. A joke. Then suddenly you managed to get into this school with a brand new quirk that appeared out of nowhere. I haven't forgotten what you said before. That your abilities were given to you. You got your quirk from All Might, didn't you? He gave you his power.
As soon as he mentioned my quirk, I knew what this was about. That's what I get for breaking my promise. Why did you call me out here?
You and I both wanted to be just like All Might when we were growing up. I was the one who had the potential. But somehow, a little nobody like you was singled out by the person I admired most. That's why we're here. You and I are settling this. Right here. Right now.
Huh? What? Why are you doing this?
I want to know what made All Might give his power to a loser like you. Let me see for myself. Fight me!
Kacchan, you can't be serious.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Is it because you looked up to him more than I did? And if that's the case, does it mean everything I've done to be like him is wrong? Get away!
No, of course that's not true! You were right to admire him the way you did! Just hold on!
Why, you want a pet?
Here's a kick!
Your whole lives you were stuck to me. I couldn't get rid of you. No matter how much I tried, you kept coming back!
Eat foot!
Why did I end up having to chase after someone who was always so far behind me? Why did a damn small fry like you get strong and become the #1 hero's sidekick? His favorite! Why, you...
Deflect! Eat feet! I'm working you out!
Admiration was wrong?
Win!
You got so much better, and I'm the reason he lost his power! If I'd been stronger, if I hadn't been kidnapped by villains, then it never would have happened. So what the hell am I supposed to do now?
This guilt, he's been carrying it around, obsessing, hurting. He's blaming himself, even more than me. It doesn't really matter who wins or loses this fight. Even so, I have to go through with it. Because in this moment, I'm the only person in the world who understands how Kachan felt. If I'm gonna do this, I'm going all out.
You think you're better than me? But if you seriously believe you're gonna surpass me as a hero, even with your newfound power of yours, you better think again, you damn nerd!
You had so much going for you that I didn't have. All Might was my hero, but you were the person actually in my life. I thought you were incredible. That's the reason I kept chasing after you. You're the best. That's why I want to defeat you. I have to, in order to make All Might proud and surpass the expectations he set for me.
I won't lose to you! We're done here. I won this fight. You have All Might's power, but even using his strength, even after making it your own, somehow you still managed to lose to me. You're still pathetic.
Stop this right now, both of you. I'm sorry, but I heard what you said. I didn't understand before. I should have. Young Midoriya was powerless, but still more heroic than anyone else. Young Bakugo, I knew you were strong. You were someone who could already fight. So I decided he should have the chance to stand in the ring.
But now you know I'm weak too. I always wanted to be like you, which meant being as strong as possible. But look what I did to you, because I'm not good enough.
This is not your fault. I was going to lose my power. You're powerful, and I let that blind me. I apologize. I missed what was important. I forgot that you boys are just kids. Young Midoriya looks up to your strength, you know that. And I believe that's why you've always feared his heart and spirit, young Bakugo. Now that you've laid your feelings out on the table, maybe you'll understand each other. If you have mutual respect and focus on making one another stronger, you'll be unstoppable. You'll become the ultimate heroes. There's no limit to what you can do together.
Damn it. That's not what I wanted to hear. Deku, you had the strongest guy in the world lay the groundwork for you. Don't you dare lose again.
I'll work harder, so that I can beat you.
So talk, who knows about you two? You don't want this to get out, right, All Might? Well, your secret's safe with me. I won't tell anyone what's going on. I can keep my mouth shut.
And so, All Might told Kachan the whole story. The truth behind One for All. About how he used that power to become the symbol of peace. How he was gravely injured, which limited his strength. And finally, how he chose his successor.
This secret, please keep it. I'm terribly sorry for asking you to do this for me, but I'm afraid it must be done. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. But this doesn't change what I have to do. I'm gonna end up the #1 hero no matter what. But Deku, things aren't gonna be the same from now on. You got that? I won't stop until I'm the most powerful. I'll fly higher than you could ever dream, even if you are the chosen one.
Right, then I'll be even better, stronger than you can imagine. That's how the secret between me and All Might became one the three of us shared. After that, it felt like my relationship with Kachan changed. We were like normal rivals. UA High's top students, the Big Three, are coming to talk about work studies. I wonder what they're like. A couple days after my fight with Kachan, the top students of UA, known as the Big Three, came to our class. There, they explained how the Hero Work Studies program functioned. Those of us who had our provisional licenses would soon be going on patrols.
I can't introduce myself. I'm trying to imagine them as potatoes, but I can see their bodies. I know that they're still people. My mind is totally blanking. I can't say anything. I want to go home. Please, skip me.
Come on, Amajiki, cheer up. You need to have the heart of a lion, not a kitten. You know, even though you're human. Get what I mean? This is our kitten, Tamaki Amajiki. And hi, my name is Nechi Reihado. Hey, Ashido, if your horns break off, you think you'll grow new ones? Ooh, and can you wiggle them? Mineta, are those balls your hair or what? I don't get it. How do you get a haircut? You're such a little weirdo.
Okay, everybody, let's make some noise. The future's gonna be...
The future?
Awful! That's your part, guys! Oh crap, my call and response was a total fail! First years with their provisional licenses! That's super impressive, right? You guys are pretty darn energetic. Ooh, I've got an idea. Oopsie! All three of us totally botched our introductions, which left the whole class kinda confused. So I figured I'd show off my quirk to them to liven things up a bit. Heads up! The rad new plan is all you first years fight me at once! Let's get changed and head to the gym pronto!
Mirio, be careful. Think about how bad it'll look if some of them can't recover from fighting you.
Hey, listen up, it's story time. Long ago, a student got frustrated in class and quit being a hero. That was terrible for everyone. Did you know that? So Togata, I know our job is tough, but you better make sure you know what you're doing.
We fought plenty of pros before.
Not to mention we took down some legitimate villains. Don't underestimate us and take us for a bunch of wimps.
View this as a learning experience. It's a good opportunity. In my opinion, Mirio Togata is the person who's closest to taking the spot of #1 hero. That's including the pros.
I'm ready when you are. Now who's ready to start this party?
Me! I'll go first!
Final round! Ready? Clash!
With my new style!
Power! Observe! To the plexus! Attack! Can't escape this! Going in! Bet you didn't see that coming! Can't dodge this!
Here I come!
Ow! There it is! Power! That won't work! Right here! Take this! I see through you! Permeating! Going in!
Is that it?
That's all! Power! I'll blow you away! There it is!
I'm still gonna...
Observe! How about some melee?
I won't give up!
Bet you couldn't see that!
I want to be a rescue hero!
Win! Why am I so strong? Because it's all in the predictions! Excellent! New story!
He teleports, or slips through matter? I can't figure it out. Either way, it looks like he can phase through things and warp around at incredible speeds.
I've got this super sweet quirk called permeation. Warping is just a way I can use that power. See, I activate my quirk in my entire body, then I can pass through anything I want. Even solid ground, no sweat.
Warping and dodging? Geez, that's incredible! But wait, I'm confused. How did you travel through the floor so fast?
Well, I start by sinking deep underground, falling through matter. Then I release my quirk. Apparently things with mass can't overlap. That's called physics. So I get propelled upward. Think of it this way. The ground spits me out and I fly up into the air. That's how my warp works. By adjusting the direction I'm facing or the pose I'm holding, I can change the angle I come out at, sort of like aiming.
You're able to avoid any attacks, and you can move where you want in an instant? Wow, you were born with a really strong quirk.
Not true. My power's only strong because I made it that way. While my quirk's activated, my lungs can't take in oxygen. In the same way, my eardrums don't work, and light can't pass through my retinas. I can go through matter, but can't feel it. But thanks to training and experience, I learned to predict what would happen next in a fight. In our work studies, we're treated as a sidekick, or even a pro. It can be kind of terrifying. But everything you go through is an important experience that you can't get in the classroom. That's why I think they're worth it, even if you're scared. You with me, first years?
At first, his quirk was something that held him back. But still, he made the most of his power and got as much experience as he could. Now he's great at analyzing fights.
Way to go, Mirio! I thought you hurt some of them by accident, you know? But no one was injured, so I think you did a good job. A+. Did anyone surprise you? I want to know. Come on, spill!
Huh, let me see. The one who came at me first analyzed my moves and then predicted what I do after that. I bet Sir would love to meet him.
Togeda! Please! Fight me again! And if I win, I have a request. Refer me to the hero agency you're at. Then I can do your work study with you.
You again? Why are you so excited?
Your work study is at Sir Night Eye's agency. I tried to ask All Might if he could introduce me to him, but he refused. So if I prove myself, I wondered if you could instead. Gran Torino told me a little about Sir Night Eye. Can you please introduce us? His agency is perfect for me, if he'll take me on. My quirk is really similar to the way All Might's worked. So training with his former sidekick would be perfect. He could help me be a better hero.
For certain reasons, things between Night Eye and me are complicated. I just don't want to talk to him. That's why I can't introduce you. But perhaps you can ask young Togeda. He's working under Night Eye's supervision, so maybe he can help you out.
Now I get it. Sure thing. I'm all about sparring with some stakes. Quick, let's get into our costumes. We shouldn't be wasting time, right?
Final round! Ready? Clash!
What that won't work! Ow!
Technique!
Even?
Gotta make the most of my effort. I'll show you! Just getting started! I'm gonna beat you down! Cutting through!
How about this?
I'm serious! Deflect! I'm gonna kick your butt! Come on!
Straight in!
Kick!
Gotta predict!
Is that it? Kick technique!
Not yet! Gotta predict! I won't!
I'm serious!
You're good! Gotta predict! How about Stand! Move! Win! Midoriya, why don't you tell me what kind of hero you want to be?
I want to rescue people with a smile. I want to be strong so no one worries about me. I want to always win and save everybody. And eventually, one day I want to become the greatest hero.
Nice. Those are some pretty big goals. There's no reason for me to say no, though. So yeah, I'll introduce you. Sure.
You mean it? Thank you so much!
Yep. I always figured Sir Night Eye would take a liking to you anyway.
And with that, I accompanied Togeda to Sir Night Eye's agency so I could meet the man himself. Hopefully, he'd agree to take me on. Sir Night Eye's famous for being strict, not just on others, but on himself as well. But apparently, he still had a good sense of humor. In order to be accepted by Sir Night Eye, I needed to make him laugh, just once. This was my moment, so I had to get through to him somehow. Problem was, joking around and being funny wasn't my thing. The only thing I could do was an impersonation. Something I'd practiced countless times in front of my mirror at home.
I'm Izuku Midoriya!
You fool. What are you doing with your face? You attempted this blasphemous excuse of an impression on All Might's former sidekick? All Might's wrinkles aren't like this at all. In his early days, his crow's feet were 0.6 centimeters long. From the Silver Age on, they were 0.8. I don't care for this one bit. You can see yourself out.
I want to work under you so I can become a stronger person than I am now. Please, just give me a chance. Let me prove myself.
Once I stamp this document, you'll officially be contracted with my agency for a work study, but I refuse to approve it yet. What benefit would you contribute to my agency? Show me what you would bring to the table using actions, not words. You have 3 minutes to try and take this seal from me. If you want to work as a hero under my guidance, then stamp that contract yourself. Then you can join my ranks.
Final round! Ready? Clash!
Don't concern yourself with what happens to the room. Just come and take it.
Kick technique!
This is probably it.
No time! Come on!
Just as I thought. Mirio should have inherited One for All.
Gotta make the most of my effort. Always fear.
You think I'm no good?
I'm working. I have the timing. I'm gonna beat you down. Kick technique. I'm gonna finish this.
Not as I expected.
Kick. Here's a kick. Come on. Eat fun.
Nothing matter.
Win! Go on! Faster! Faster than even he can react! I can't just let him reject me now. Not after everything All Might and I have been through! He wanted me to have his power! He chose me!
I can see what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. The more I watch you, the less reason I have to think you have any potential. What an unsightly display. Have you given up already?
I didn't lose my focus or my drive. I just realized I was about to step on the poster for All Might's 10th anniversary. The one that was never for sale. It's basically priceless.
Don't tell me. He was in constant motion, jumping around the room as Gran Torino would, and yet, even emotionally off balance from my provocations? He formulated a strategy to defeat me, and remained aware of his surroundings. You're hired. You'll work here alongside professionals. But that doesn't mean I recognize you. You're no symbol, I'm confident in that. Regardless of All Might's mandate, you're not worthy of his power.